Good morning. Good morning. It's time to rise and receive. Welcome to your 10-minute morning send off designed to support you in receiving what you most want by unlearning struggle. So, today we're going to talk about how to invite good fortune when you're in limbo. When you're in limbo. This is actually a topic that I'm really passionate about because I've had a number of things in my life over the years that felt like I was just waiting for something to change so that then I could get on with my life or, you know, receive what I wanted. And I thought this would be a really timely topic, both to soothe those of you who feel like you're in limbo, but also to help you shift out of the energy of waiting because you have a tremendous amount of power over that. And the thing that inspired this card, which by the way, today's receive card from the receive card deck is Soothe Your Waiting. We're going to dive into that. What inspired that is where the United States is right now with the election process. We're waiting, even though there have been election results, things are not progressing the way they're supposed to traditionally, in terms of having clarity, in terms of, certain protocols, in terms of questions and things feeling unresolved. And so there's this feeling that a lot of people are just waiting and in limbo. And, whether it's that, waiting for the pandemic to be over, waiting for a vaccine, waiting for the economy to do something. I mean, we have things that we wait for in our personal lives, but now there's this big giant feeling of being in limbo because we don't know the way. We don't see a clear path. We don't know what's going to happen. So there's a lot of power that you can reclaim when you deep dive into the consciousness of waiting and what that's really about. So that's what today is about. And if this speaks to you, I invite you to sit back and just let this message today wash over you. If you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm a speaker, coach, and best-selling author, and I'm passionate about teaching people how to receive. Because receiving is its own skill set. It produces concrete results, and it's just as much of a skill set as anything else that we learn, like all of the tools that we learn around how to use our minds and make plans and strategies and pursue and timelines and goal setting and all that kind of stuff. But when we over rely on those tools, what I call the doing model of power. Hey, Kaya, nice to see you. When we over rely on the doing model of power, then, that serves us to a point. But there's this whole other aspect of our power, which is the being model of power. And that's where we start to learn how to actually receive everything that we've been working hard for. And when we don't know how to receive, what tends to happen is we over rely on the doing model of power. It's like that quote, which is, how do you define insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's what we do. We rely on doing, thinking, hunting, pursuing, waiting for our long overdue rewards to come in. And then when they don't, we don't know what to do. So we just do more of what we've been doing. So I'm here to really shine the light on the counterbalance to the doing, which is the receiving and the being model. So with that, what I did is I pulled the card from my brand new Receive card deck entitled Soothe Your Waiting. I'm not going to read the whole card, but if you'd like to deep dive into this, if you like the concept that we're talking about today, I'm going to include a link to another video I did where I read the whole card and I unpacked it some more. So I'm going to excerpt half of it. I'm going to give you your willingness mantra for the day because willingness activates the power of invitation. And invitation is the heart and soul of the being model, as opposed to intention, which is the heart and soul of the doing model. Okay, invitation facilitates a lot more ease. So you'll have a willingness mantra that you can use whenever you're feeling like you're waiting and in limbo. So with that, sit back. If you'd like, close your eyes. Sometimes that's a nice way to let the words go in deeper because you're not distracted by looking at me, but keep your eyes open if you like. And let these words wash over you. Soothe your waiting. When you struggle with impatience or having to wait, it's for one reason only. You are caught in the lie of when then thinking. When then thinking tells you things like, when I lose 15 pounds, then I'll be attractive and go on dates. When the economy improves, then I'll be able to get a job. When I have more money, then I'll be able to own a home. When I know the answer, then I'll be able to move forward. When then thinking is a learned struggle that is based on a limited understanding of cause and effect. Most people live their lives as if the cause of every effect occurs in the physical world only. But as long as you believe this, you'll be at the mercy of waiting for the physical world to change before you can receive what you want. Waiting and waiting and waiting. In actuality, the cause of every effect begins inside of you, within your feelings. And the reason you want any goal is for the feeling you think that goal achieved will give you. But you possess the ability to access these feelings right now. These feelings are the essence of your goals. These feelings are the essence of your goals. So I'm going to unpack that a little bit more. But for now, here's your willingness mantra if you are struggling with waiting and feeling like you're in limbo. Anytime you feel like you're waiting for something to happen before you can receive, in other words, a certain condition must be fulfilled before you can receive. When this condition is filled, then I can receive what I want. All of that is conditional receiving. Conditional receiving makes you wait for the physical world or certain conditions to change. All of that perpetuates waiting and feeling in limbo and feeling powerless until things change. So whenever you're feeling that, here's a mantra you can use. Notice, there it is. I'm waiting for something to change. And here you can say this as often as you like. I am willing to see all the ways that what I want is right here, right now. I am willing to see all the ways that what I want is right here, right now. Now, this might, kind of tweak your mind a little bit because we tend to rely on seeing things and interpreting that we've received what we want with our 5 physical senses. But this card illuminates this idea of your feelings are right here, right now. They're available to you. This is the essence. This is the reason you want any goal. So here we always focus on this idea of, as you focus on the essence of what you want, the qualities, the feelings, the energy that's always available to you right now, as you focus on the essence, then the form will come. Then the form will come. And so the essence that really shifts you out of waiting is whatever you can acknowledge that is right here, right now. When you are in right here, right now consciousness, then you can start to receive and perceive things right here, right now, instead of feeling like you're in limbo. Okay? So this mantra, even if your mind is like, oh, I don't understand how this works, just keep using this mantra because willingness invites this awareness to expand. I am willing to see all the ways that what I want is right here, right now. Okay? So a very simple example, just to make this concrete, is whenever somebody wants, for example, I see this happen a lot in relationships. Somebody's dating or wanting to date or wanting to have a fulfilling relationship, and they feel like they're waiting and in limbo. Okay? So one of the things you can do is connect with the essence of what you want. Why do you want this type of a relationship? Is it for love? Is it for intimacy? Is it for connection? Is it for passion? Then look at where do you have love, intimacy, connection, and passion right now in your life. And then receive that. What is receiving? It's not achieving. It's not capturing. it's experiencing, it's feeling. So when you are connecting, let's say with your dog, and you feel warmth and connection, experience that fully. Say, I received this warmth and connection in my life, this fulfilling warmth and connection. I'm willing to receive this and even more. Show me the way. How does it get even better than this, right? Let's say you're waiting for a sale to come in because you're wanting money. You're waiting for money for a sale to come in, and you're waiting and you're in limbo, and you feel powerless. Ask yourself, what's the essence? What's the feeling I'm after with that sale coming in? Maybe it's ease. Maybe it's relief. Okay. Maybe it's power. Okay. So let's say it's relief. Okay. You're just wanting that money to come in so you can kind of breathe easy. Look at where else in your life you feel relief. Maybe you've had a hard day and you take a shower and you're taking a shower and like, oh my gosh, this relief feels so good. I experienced that fully. Thank you, life. How does it get even better than this? Maybe you're hungry because you've been working all day, running around, haven't had a moment to eat, and you finally get some food. What a relief. Thank you for this relief. How does it get even better than this? So you see, you notice where you have it right now, and that shifts your energy out of waiting, out of limbo. Okay? So let me give you a little bit more that you can unpack around this. So one of the things you can do if you really want to play with this is notice where you're feeling that you're in limbo or waiting. And you can take out a journal, just write it down. What are you waiting for? And write it down. Just write it down. Okay? And then of all the things that you write down that you're waiting to do, not just what are you waiting for, you're waiting for certain conditions to change, but what are you waiting to feel, to be, to do? That's part 2. Okay, what are you waiting for? Write that down. What are you waiting to be or do? Write that down. And on that second list, pick out one thing that you can start being or doing right now. So I'm going to give you an example. This is a personal example. So many years ago, I struggled with an eating disorder, and I was a lot bigger, a lot heavier, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's not the issue. The issue was I was in hell. I was in self-loathing, and I felt like I was powerless to move forward with my life because I was so obsessed and in so much self-loathing around this. So one day I had the awareness that I may never lose this weight. And this is after years and years and years of battle. And I realized, oh my gosh, I don't want to miss my life because I weigh 60 pounds more. My life could pass me by because I'm waiting to get on with my life until I solve this issue, until I lose the weight. And I realized I didn't want to wait my life away and miss my life because I was waiting for this condition to change. It really scared me when I thought about being an old woman and I'd miss my life because I was always waiting for this weight to be gone. So I said, that's it. I'm not willing to wait. I'm not willing to lose my life to this. And I started making that list. That's what I was waiting for, number 1. Then the second thing, I was like, what am I waiting for? And I was waiting to buy clothes. I was waiting to smile at men when I was walking down the sidewalk just because I felt yucky about myself. I was waiting to date. And I really wanted a relationship. I was waiting to have a relationship. I was waiting to date. I made a whole list. And then I chose one thing. I said, I am going to just smile at men. Just smile at any man that walks by me on the sidewalk because I just want to feel good about smiling at people. I want to feel worthy of making eye-to-eye contact and just making some nice, friendly connections. I tell you that once I stopped waiting, I started to attract and receive into my life the teachers, the insights, the healing that I needed to finally change that condition. Okay? When you are waiting for anything, all sorts of things are held up, are in limbo, are waiting for you to receive right now. So I offer you this as a practice. I offer you this as an exercise. Wherever you're feeling in limbo, try it on. It's super, super powerful. All right? So finally, if you would like to learn more about this, one of the things that I'm doing right now, it's it's evergreen now, so it's available for anybody who's interested, is I have a 30-day challenge. And in this 30-day challenge, you receive an email each day where you get to practice creating a space for 15 minutes to receive into your life. And what's so powerful about this practice is this is where we start to tap into this idea of unconditional receiving. When you create a space for you and you start to tap into the power of being, you can start experiencing fortunate receiving unconditionally, which means you start to receive all kinds of wonderful things in expected and unexpected ways. Part of the key is learning how to be unselective about what you receive. Because when you start to receive things that are normally rejected or pushed away because they're uncomfortable, and you learn how to do that in a safe way, you start to receive all the things that have been lining up waiting for you, but you couldn't let them in. So if you'd like to learn more about that, go to ReceiveChallenge.com. That's the 30-day challenge. All the information is there. And if you like this Rise and Receive and you'd like to get your own Receive card deck when they come out in early 2021, go to ReceiveCardDeck.com, put in your name and email, and I'll keep you posted about when they're available. Meanwhile, if you like this, please share. And if you're on YouTube, hit the red subscribe button. It helps me reach the people that I'm here to serve. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you at the next Rise and Receive. Bye, everybody.